Hello friends, welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be designing a health planner layout for next week in a Christmas in July theme. So come plan with me. And I've got these washi tapes here ready to go, along with this calligraphy ink in a paintbrush, these Happy Planner sticker books, and these Planning Things sticker books, which I'll pull from. Okay, you guys, gonna go ahead and lay down some wax paper and get started on the design for the week. I am excited to do a Christmas theme this time of year. I just love the Christmas in July idea, and so we will break out some of these Christmas stickers and make a fun Christmas themed design for next week in my health planner. I am going to be pulling some decor here from the Planning Things sticker books I showed in the beginning. If you ever wonder what I'm using, do check the video description first. Everything that I'm using in my videos, I like to include in the video description in case there's something that you see there that you want or need or just have to have. I most likely will put those items into the description to make it easy for you to find at some point. In case you can't find something, feel free to reach out on the comments and I'll be happy to share with you anything that I did not include for some reason. So right now I am pulling in sort of a Christmas winter scene, basically in a cityscape or a townscape. I am using the newer sticker book. I think it's like seasonal houses, and then also an older one that's a Christmas houses sticker book from Planning Thing to start, just to pull in some of those Christmas vibes, but more in a kind of village theme. Started to lay things out. I'm just playing around with where I might want things. My health planner I use for tracking 3 major things each day, so I'm definitely thinking about that as I'm setting up the decor. I usually track my workouts and the stats involved with those, along with my overall daily health stats and my food log for the day. So those are the 3 main things I put down on this spread in the daily categories, and so I definitely want to make sure I have enough room for all of those things. And because of that, I could kind of see some areas where it might be a little tight, so I'm starting to move around some sections, trying to figure out maybe a better placement for what I've laid out so far. Thankfully, the wax paper really helps with that, so I can get creative but not really worry about making changes if I see things become an issue as far as functionality. The wax paper allows you just to pick things up, move things around, and make changes on the fly. So just making some adjustments, adding in a few more elements, trying to decide how I want this to flow. Originally I was thinking to do it straight across, but maybe I'll split them like you're seeing here, since the ones on the bottom right are a slightly larger sizing than the ones that are in the upper left. I think it helps with a little bit of dimension to kind of give some depth to the spread, making you feel like the ones on the right are a little closer to you versus the ones on the left. We'll see if that works out, but I'll start with that and see what I can come up with. So I've added in some gold checklist stickers from the original Colorful Boxes Happy Planner sticker book. I'm going to add in some gold just for some more of those holiday vibes, even though, again, it's not even close to Christmas right now. And then because of that, I'm also going to bring in some gold boxes as well. I was originally just going to pull in individual gold boxes, but then saw that I had some pre-cut grid, like longer boxes that I thought might work well as more of a long kind of strip box that I could combine together. So let's try that. I think that might look really good with this layout, having the long lines of the cityscape streets going across. And so I think that might work to the benefit of the spread, kind of making it feel elongated across. I only had 4 of those grid boxes and 2 of them were already pre-cut. So I think I really need 1 more to finish things off. I happen to have a second Colorful Boxes sticker book and thankfully had another grid box in there so I could complete this side and make it extend all the way to the edge like I wanted. Sometimes it's not really a big deal, but since I have been working out 7 days a week, and this is where I like to put in my workouts, I definitely want that space to be available to me. So we're gonna try some things, see what works, and then I don't know if I'm gonna trim this or what I want to do yet as far as the final box there. I am working it to see if I could do it all the way across, but I don't think it's gonna work that well cutting into the spine, so we might just trim it and make the spine kind of like a margin on the design. I also forgot to pull stat stickers for this spread, so I went into my stash and just grabbed out some basic black ones that I had ready to go, and I will drop those in. Originally, I was going to stagger some things and make the positioning of those be a little bit different, but I think it'll be better if I have them all in line at the bottom, like I have the checklists now currently all across the top. It will feel a little more repetitious, but I think it'll still work out better in the end than trying to make things feel random somehow. Also, I am adding in some of these gold snowflake stickers that are from the Happy Planner sticker book I pulled. I think this one is either Christmas or Merry Christmas. I think those are the names of the 2 books that I pulled. And I'm not sure which one is which, but I'm thinking this one is just Christmas. And then this one over here is maybe Merry Christmas. Now I'm second guessing that. That might be something else. Christmas Joy. Maybe Christmas Joy is the one I'm in now. Yeah, that makes sense. So Christmas Joy is the older sticker book. I think that's one of the maybe original Christmas sticker books from the Happy Planner. So I'm going to pull in some stickers from there. I did find that Days Until Christmas banner that I thought might be a cute addition. Has a little bit of gold in it too, so I dropped that in. And then I really pulled this book mainly for these gold strip quotes that are Christmas related, so I could just drop in some quotes using this. But not sure exactly where I want to put them. I had them over top of the houses before, but I didn't really like covering them up. So I'm just going to put them on the top and the bottom of that long box that I've created and see how that looks. I'm also thinking about adding in some washi tape on the edges for a little bit more color and pattern. I have this plaid washi that I honestly don't remember where I got it from. It is probably something that came in a set of something else, or it was in a dollar bin, but it's pretty, there's a lot of washi, so I don't think it was like one of those dollar bin singles. I think it came in a set with something else, but I could not tell you what that was. So I have that one, and I just cut out the gold Christmas out of that quote that said Happy Christmas because I didn't want to add in a bunch of other colors. Really wanted it to look a little more like classic-y Christmas in vibes, which I think just looks best with the gold. I am second guessing that red banner up there at the top because now I feel like that red's a little too bright for the vibes on the spread, so we'll see if that stays. I've pulled in the numbers of the days of the week as well for just a little added kind of Christmas vibes there at the top. And am now adding in the words in July after Christmas, just so in case you didn't realize that that's what I was doing, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to spell it out for you, that this is a Christmas in July spread. I don't have anything overtly Christmas other than kind of like these, Christmas decked out homes there on the spread. So I felt like that was kind of needed to really make you understand that this is a Christmas spread. I don't know why I hadn't done more of a Christmas oriented spread. I really like how this one turns out, but I don't know, it is kind of light on the Christmas now that I'm looking at it, although super cute. I think it's going to make me do another Christmas spread, probably in my horizontal, just so I can get my fill of Christmas spreads for the Christmas in July theme. I really like how it's turning out. I've put in the big quote there, but now I have a nice blank space that I need to fill with something. Tried a few different items and am now thinking maybe I will try those gold snowflakes in that space. I think that'll work out nicely because it kind of mimics the gold on the quote of Christmas in July and doesn't distract or steer your attention away from the village scenes that I created opposite that. So we'll put those in just kind of more as filler, but I think those will work out nicely. And again, I will put back that red banner I'd pulled earlier just because the colors and the vibes weren't quite working for me. Okay, let's go ahead and start moving things over. I am going to start with the washi tape. So at the bottom, I'm just going to do a half strip there right on the edge. It actually worked out perfectly, even though it's not a perfect half and half on the page, but when I cut it, it looked like it was. So that worked out nicely, and it didn't have any washi waste. I will go ahead and drop in the stat stickers next. That's just an easy kind of set and roll off system. This is just the easiest way I found to move around these stat stickers since they are fairly small and repetitive to do, so it's nice to have them on those little strips that can easily peel away. And I haven't really figured out where things are going to be placed, so let's first drop in the box here and get things nice and lined up. I need to trim off a little bit there where it goes into the spine area. Keep that nice and clean on this spread so I don't have to clean out any holes, and also it will be better because I didn't have enough of those box stickers to really fill the gap completely. I'm going to go ahead and start moving those checklists over as well. And then I need to add more washi here at the top, and I'll just use that washi to cover up the numbers nice and neat. A little bit of a thicker strip here at the top as well. I really wish that these were a tiny bit smaller because I think they would have fit a little bit better in the space, but that's okay. I think it'll work out fine. I'll just trim off any hanging off areas of those wreaths, and you still get the idea of what's going on there. I realized that I need to white out some of these dark lines here that are separating out the boxes that I won't really need, so you get a nice clean area behind the quote. I use a Jelly Roll white opaque pen for this. It's not a whiteout pen, it's just a white gel pen, and that works perfectly for fine lines and things like that that you want to white out. I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom as well in preparation for moving over the village scene there. And I got a little overzealous pulling that Christmas quote, so I just pulled the T section right away from the crossbar. So I just added that back in. Thankfully, it's a clear sticker. Those lines really melt away on those, so that was a good thing. And I've rolled off the in July. That looks good. We'll go ahead and continue on to the left side while we wait for the whiteout to completely dry. And then I thought I would use this little offcut to kind of spruce up the red circle snowflake sticker. I think that looks good. Gonna drop in this washi tape here at the top. And at first I was a little worried about covering the word July, but then I realized I have the word July in the quote for Christmas in July, so that was good. I didn't really miss it once I realized that. Move over those wreath date stickers and trim those down. And now we will prep the background here as well for these stickers. Not sure how much I really need to white out here, but I will do as much as I think I might need. And I'll just use my little dry line whiteout for the word just to make things simpler. And decided to pull this off so I could get a little bit better control on alignment. I didn't want it to go past into the stat stickers area, so I wanted to make sure that that line was nice and clean. And then I also didn't want that tree to cover up the quote, so I went ahead and picked that up and then reset it on top of the sticker. So that's looking good. We will move on to the other side. And this one here, I definitely want to have the houses behind the box. Again, more for that feeling of depth in the spread. So we'll pull those off and then we'll lay the boxes next. And just getting things lined up there. And rolling them off. Had a few snowflakes behind that, so I just went ahead and rolled those off as well. And then we'll just hand place the rest of these guys in that empty area. Thought I might bring in another box sticker for the sidebar, so I was just kind of looking around and seeing what I had available, but I really wasn't finding anything I liked in particular. So I think we'll end up leaving it at that. I'm going to go back here and clean up some of the background behind these snowflake stickers. Again, more for kind of balance and just to have a cleaner look. I did forget to white out the rest of the word that's kind of like half covered there. So I'll do that after the fact. And I got a little overzealous, thought I was done. And was like, yay, bye. But then I was like, oh wait, I forgot to put in the gold calligraphy ink. So we will do that real quick. I just like to add a little bit of texture sometimes, and this calligraphy ink is so great for that. It sets right on top of the page. It doesn't seep in. It gives just that little extra bit of something to the spread. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit on in some, corners and sections for texture and let that set up. It does take a minute or two to dry, especially some of those thicker droplets, but I'll speed through that and we'll get right to the point. So that will do it for us, friends. I hope you enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Bye!